Erotic education. Eu estoy na minha fe. I am in my faith. Paulo Freire. I am my lover's, and my lover is mine, who grazes among the lilies. Song of Songs, chapter 6, verse 3. I sent a draft of this photo and poetry essay to Carl Lego on Saturday, January 6, 2018, asking for his poetic criticism. I wrote to him from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. He replied the next day from Corner Brook, Newfoundland, Canada, with a detailed critique. In reply, I wrote, "On the Feast of Epiphany, you send me rich gifts from the East. I am no Christ child, but you are surely a poetic king." Carl's critique paid close attention to my technique and pointed out numerous inconsistencies. He was direct about my word choice. His notes of sympathy and understanding were, like my reply message, rooted in our common Christian faith, a faith into which Paulo Freire placed his existence and being. Carl passed away on March 7th, 2019. I dedicate this essay to his memory. This essay responds to the question, what happens at the intersection of conceptual art and teaching, through 7 untitled images woven into 5 titled poems. The images are both literally and analogically related to conceptual art, and the poems are both literally and analogically related to teaching. One can then observe and imagine what is happening at the intersections of these images and poems as a phenomenology of what happens at the intersection of conceptual art and teaching. As my title suggests, my claim throughout this essay is that erotic education is what happens at the intersection of conceptual art and teaching. In other words, a phenomenology of what happens at the intersection of conceptual art and teaching will yield, I claim, an erotic education, the eros of education, the education of eros itself. This claim might be worthwhile to suggest to any and every poetic teacher. After all, every teacher must be poetic in the basic sense of poiesis, which means to make in Greek, especially when the poetics of teaching come into contact or intersects with the art itself, conceptual or otherwise. This intersection may not be the meeting of two things external to one another. It might be best understood as a unity internal to art and teaching, and even to the person. I am in my faith. This internal unity is what I principally mean by erotic education. I am my lover's, and my lover is mine, who grazes among the lilies. Martha Maria Diotima. The foolish sage taught only once did he recall his teacher and her philosophy of love. She sits, I hurry round. There are chores, there is work, there is time. She sits still, staring, gazing, breathing. Does she love him? Why does he not tell her to help, get up, be responsible, love this floor and these dishes? She can listen as I am, holding fast to my jealousy. The love she taught him is not the one that divides us now. A mystagogue he channeled her transmission. This love seeks beauty, not the proper portion of dust. Love me on the floor, in the gray shallow pool. Dream of her next to him, overflowing from his cup. Grinding wheat with safari teeth, beautiful gourd thigh. Before they drank, we prepared their dinner. Slaves do not lust for pedagogy. We listen and work too, no speeches or revelry. That great God cannot be spoken into being. She pierced the sage, he drank the dawn. His Eros was crucified. Samuel's song. Creation is your handiwork, the stars they shine your light. You live inside my heart, its dance is your delight. Contradiction is your dwelling, great, vast, and small. You part the waters of the sea and mark the sparrow's fall. Your grace should be enough for me, but what about the rest? Do not forsake the other parts that I cannot confess. Perhaps I'm speaking to myself, superstitious, unaware. Where two or more are gathered, you are surely there. Evil joy and wickedness, you do not wash away. My feet instead you bathe, though they be of clay. The world is broken by your love. This you surely know. You harvest from the seed that you cannot sow. Among friends, there's no need for justice. Aristotle said, the Son of Man has no place to rest his head. How to feed the starving. Hold them, weak and frail, warmed cold, cooled heat. Droplets, intravenous, living water, flooded death. Weak soup, body cramps, the cure can kill. Soap slides, oil skin, rest seeps, dreams. Bloated belly, hairless mud, muddy trash, street relics. Rice hill, salted beans, filled, content. Alone now, bored, pawing at the pain. And the bird became flesh. Reptilian singer, trident feet, needle orb, ruach, misa de gallo, pastor sweat. Is there food? No ghost, body of Christ. Oil boils, skin bursts, spiced incense. Jungle calls, sunflower shells, chewing prison. Candelabra nest, holy temple, rainbow trout, balding freedom, raven dance, Quetzalcoatl. Prince of Whales. Look beyond the blubber and novel tales. We chase you, preserve you. We applaud your majestic scarred side. Your valiant rugby splashing sells stocks and tours, hunting, catching dead polar bears, disfigured holiness, royal sea banquet, a feast with no bread, oceanic bowel feelings lick and swallow my head. Seasick otters vomit, truth swells the vortex, lazy lions yawn and sneeze, orcapods replace you. Every reverence lathered rebuilds the temple of maize. A well fares dried poison better than the wet seduction of an age. Incense of latter-day ancients, hand before heart before head. Cartographer's map, mind's odyssey, murderer of murderers, lover of my soul, riddled submerged tomb, goodbye to God, adios. The depths you dive, your vertical ascension, a toast of living water. Thank you.